Hi parents, welcome back to this video series where I guide you how to help your scholars read leveled books. Today we will be reading a level B book, but this time it is going to be a nonfiction book. So last week I had pointed out that nonfiction books are usually with pictures that portray real life people, and it gives us a lot of information. And so today we're going to be reading a book called It Is School Time. So again, the goals that we had for level A, those skills that we had learned are being transferred into these level B books. So continuing to point underneath each word as they read, notice that pattern because it will repeat throughout each page, using the picture to help you out, and to look at the first letter of the word alongside with the picture to help you figure out what it is saying. All right, so here we go. Let's read this book together, scholars. So everyone put your fingers underneath each word and let's read the title together. It is school time. I would ask the scholars here, so what is it when we are at school? What do we do during each part of the day? And I would ask them like what they do. They list out, oh, we do math, it's reading time. There's certain times of the day where we do things. And so let's look at this book and see if they do the things that we do at school too. All right, I'm turning the page. It is school time. I'm pointing underneath each word and I'm reading the sentence. It is time for, I see in the picture that he is eating breakfast. So let's read this sentence together. It is time for breakfast. It is time, because I noticed that pattern. It keeps saying it is time for the, I see that she's getting on the, and I see that this word starts with the B sound. And it says, it is time for the bus. Looked at the picture too. Let's read the sentence one last time. It is time for the bus. It is, where am I again? Oh, school. It is school time. What are they doing in this page? Let's read it to find out. It is time for reading. Where are we now? It is recess time. As you notice, parents, the books are not following such a specific pattern, but we still see words that we've seen before, like time. Even though they're not in the same spots, we've seen this word multiple times. So that recognition, that's still some sort of recognition that they need to know. So yes, and we know that it's time because we're always seeing this clock and it's time for something during that time. What are we learning now? It is time for math. What is it time for now? I'm looking at the picture and pointing underneath each word. It is time for lunch. What time is it here? It is time. Wait a second. I don't see the word time here because time starts with the t sound. But this word starts with the sound. So what word describes what's happening in this picture and it starts with the sound? Oh, he's learning how to play music. Music. Ready? Let's read it together again. It is music time. It is time for, what do we use? When do we use this device? This is called a microscope. And when do we use that? For science. So it is time for science. Oh, hooray! This boy looks like he's going to his mom. And where's mom usually when we're at school? At home. So let's see if this says what this picture shows. It is time for home. And she's giving him a big hug because he's did all his learning for today. Awesome. Great, and that's the end of the book. And for nonfiction books, I would have scholars tell what happened in order, or like the sequencing, because that's really important, so they know like what happened first, what happened next, what happened last. And this is a really good book because there is the structure of like a school day, and so like what did they do first, what did they do throughout the day, and then what happens at the end, because you can't go home first because that means that you weren't at school. That's why it's so important to highlight that sequence. So just like the fiction level B books, nonfiction level B books also will have scholars relate back to their real life. So what do they do at school that's similar or the same as what these kids did in this book? So having that connection again. And that's how I would ask for comprehension questions. So the two most important questions you would ask in a level B nonfiction book would be sequencing. So what happened first, what happened next, what happened last. And they can scroll back through the books, through the pages to help them remind themselves what happened in the story. And then also having them relate back to their own life. So what did they do in school that's similar to what they did in school? All right, that's all that I have for today. Happy reading.